And where's Rudolph? Rudolph! O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells are buzzing,
Just what are you hiding, Rashawn?
fun it is to sing songs tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey, hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ride in one horse open sleigh.
Truth is all around you. Rashawn has fallen to the dire forever.
I thought I'd take a ride. Soon my Mr. Right was seated by my side. Misfortune brings our luck. We got into a drifting bank and then we kissed for luck. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The sacred grove. Oh,
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. What fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Invisibility.
In a one-horse open sleigh.
I'll never bow.
Gotcha!
You better watch out, better not cry. Out, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're away. He knows if you've been bad or good, so for goodness sake, oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're away.
Take us.
He knows if you've been bad. So good. Oh, you better watch out. Not cry.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Thanks. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Santa Claus is coming.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're gonna build a toyland town all around the Christmas tree. So you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Oh, it won't seem like Christmas, oh, without you. For too many miles are between. But if I get the one thing I'm wishing for, then I'll see you tonight in my dreams. It's been a long time since we've been
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dire victory.
New game hosted.
What the hell is this? Cat Christmas. What is this? There we go. Oh, it's still cats. No.
Hosted.
Skip that. There we go. We're sitting in the IXDL lobby, currently waiting on players to sign up for the next NEL match. Just sit back and relax. I honestly wish I had a Santa hat. It's a real shame I don't. This is how sad I am. I have this coddle hat. I even have a cow head. No Santa hat. Hello? Deferred player? Dopo boy, hello? Probably not. Only because I'm doing it all solo, so it's hard to match everything, but we'll see what happens. We are currently at 7 of 10 players for the next match.
Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle and a jingling feet. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell rock. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell rock.
The red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved
New game
him
hosted.
as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
We're currently at 8 of 10 players now.
in history. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee.
To answer your question about the EEL, the season started Friday, October 25th, and it concludes Thursday, December 19th. 9 days from now is the conclusion of the EEL, and finals will begin on December 20th. Did you guys hear me say any of that? Did I mute that thing? Oh wait, the game started. Sorry, let me get in that. Okay. I always like have to double check if I inserted it right, or if it's just someone taking their sweet time hosting the game. Hello, Asia. They're looking for a proper host to make it a ticketed game, but none of the admins who have a ticket are around apparently. They're asking me, but unfortunately I don't have that power. I wish I could help them, but I can't.
And so this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over, and the new one just begun. And so this is Christmas. I hope you have
Alright, finally. I hope this game is ticketed!
the near and the dear one, the old and the young.
A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear.
And so this
Hey guys, how's it going? Alright. Yeah! I love that theme. It's like Sunday Night Football on NBC. Sounds like something straight out of Rocky. Anyways, it's Tuesday evening, December the 10th, 8 p.m. here on East Coast in beautiful New York City, and it's going to be the first casted game this evening for NEODOTA Elite League Season 2. Oh, look at that timing! I'm going to stop it right there. All right, let's bring it back, everyone. Let's take it back down a notch. We got a little overzealous right there, a little too much hype. Now that our hearts are beating, let's get the draft rolling. This is going to be a matchup between what looks like the Radiant versus Jaw and Friends. Of course, this being an NEL Season 2 matchup. Players will mix and match the teams occasionally with team name changes and differences. Adds a little bit of extra flavor to the already very intriguing NEODOTA scene in the NEL. Well, with that said, this is Kotlguy. I'm happy to bring you the casting this evening for a couple of games here. You can catch me over at twitch.tv/NEODOTA right now. Sorry, I got mixed up there for a moment. And you can, of course, get my personal stream at twitch.tv/Kotlguy, as well as Twiddle Kotlguy. But enough shameless plugging. Finally, let's get underway. And interesting enough, we get the Venomancer Elder Titan first ban, which is no real surprises there. But the response quickly by grabbing the Timber Saw. Even though them themselves have picked up the Visage, which, as you know, Visage and Timber Saw typically make a very nice combo. They also continue to ban out the Outworld, as well as Storm Spirit, and then the Weaver. But they do manage to pick up two big powerhouses in the Visage and Clockwork. Clockwork, obviously, just such a signature pickup, especially in the off lane, and his strong hook shot and initiation ability, and able to segregate the whole group with his wall. He can really just wreak havoc, and it forces the other team to have to play at his pace. You have to constantly worry about him missing Clockwork, where he's going to jump in from, and it really can make you on the back pedal more often than not. So always a solid pickup to get up early. It's going to force the Radiant team now to move into some possible pickups, like the Vengeful Spirit, to swap out of hairy situations, or maybe anyone who will be able to get a Force Staff, for example, to help out an ally in need who was maybe jumped on by the Clockwork. Anyways, as bans continue, Radiant team, they go ahead and ban out the Viper. Guess they don't want to deal with a strong contender in the mid lane. And also, they're waiting on their fourth ban. And everyone's talking about, fortunately, we will not see any Skeleton King this evening. I know we just see him all the time, and he's such a pleasure to watch. True skill to play one Skeleton King. Lots of micro knowledge, lots of hotkeys necessary. Just a real rambunctious and strong pro hero. Unfortunately, a little overpowered. They're going to pull him out for this evening and try to maybe do a possible rework. So I'm happy to see him go back into the garage, but who are we kidding? We're not going to see that hero played. He's a real piece of shit right now. Yeah, at least in the NEL, no one plays him. But it's going to be interesting to see what Valve decides to do with Frostivith. Bristleback picked up. Bristleback's going to start to come into his own new spotlight here ever since, what was it, the recent EMS, where VG Gaming played a lot of significant Bristleback. Just someone you typically want when you have to force your opponent to come into the fight. When you force someone to come at Bristleback, that's where he's most prominent. Whereas, a lot of people don't want to try to get into a big man fight with Bristleback and try to avoid and dodge. And whereas you might go more of a heavy push strat, forcing the enemy team to come into your own battle. They go ahead and pull out the Doom, which is nice. Great pickup to go against Templar Assassin. Looks like we might see a very aggressive Doom style with the matchup they're already laying out, if it was my guess. Possibly one of those Shadowblade Dooms, the surprise motherfucker, if you will, as he quickly shows up and shuts down any enemy of his choice, causing the team fight to begin more as a 5 vs 4 style. I mean, when you shut down the likes of either the Vengeful or even the Nyx, Bristleback, however, some of these lower grade supports that don't really have big damage, they're pretty much worthless in the fight for the whole duration of Doom. So it's a nice pickup to see. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it. Maybe if they're going to roll him in the jungle or put him in the side lane. If they decide to roll more jungle, then it's going to give Radiant the option to be a little more aggressive with their roaming. We could see another potential roamer picked up, or maybe they want to go in the late game. They always have the option of throwing Vengeful Spirit as their number one. Not typically the best choice, but a lot of people go with it. And Naga Siren also picked up. Wouldn't it be nice if this is going to be a miracle? I want to be Naga Siren right now. I watched that game earlier. It was amazing. And if you haven't seen it, you need to. Miracle Dota is amazing Naga Siren. Amazing Naga Siren. So, we'll see. And as already pointed out, some serious minus armor already working out on the Radiant team. You got the Vengeful Spirit, obviously, with the Wave of Terror. Bristleback's Goo. Templar Assassin typically is a strong candidate for getting a Desolator to begin with, and then Naga Siren's Riptide. So you're seeing a lot of shutdown, making those tankier heroes like Clockwork, like Doom, get broken apart very easily and shut down. This could force Doom to have to step into an Assault Kyrios to build up a little extra armor for his allies, or maybe, you know, Shiva's armor, what have you, to try to, you know, help out his team and be more utility. So, you know, we're going to see here potentially what looks like Dire's number one or more DPS heavy pickup here. And now they have to toy with the idea, is this going to be one of those split push heavy hitting Naga Sirens, or are they going to roll the Vengeful here? This is so unorthodox, we don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to keep the unorthodox thing going. We're going to grab Troll Warlord. Why not, baby? Picking up the Troll Warlord, rather. Troll. Yugi's hopping right in it. When we could see him thrown up in the mid lane. It's going to be a heavy attack speed. I mean, we're going to go really aggressive, it looks like, in the mid game. Maybe when Doom begins to come into his prime. Plus, you have a little bit of aggression laid out by Crystal Maiden, and obviously the heavy initiate power of Clockwork. I mean, this is like a snowball team, if I have to say myself. They're going to try to push hard for a mid game and just try to morally shut down the Radiant team, whereas the Radiant team, they can afford to maybe take things a little longer, a little more safe, and just try to look for the fights that come to them and maybe play more of as a counter. So I'm interested to see how it works out. You're going to be having what looks like a Clockwork be go up against a Bristleback, which it's not someone he's going to be able to man fight with at all. So plus any additional help he's going to get is only going to make things even harder for the Clockwork. So that'll be interesting. But with that said, we're going to go ahead, switch things over before people yell at me. We're going to switch the overlay back into the game. And I'll go ahead and roll through some of these introductions, rather. And on your Radiant team, we have Mason. Going to play that Naga Siren. Is heading to the offlane. This does have the makings of that carry-style Naga that we saw earlier today with Miracle. He's got the Stout Shield. He's got a lot of consumables. He's looking to really get into a man fight, or at least lay out some damage on the creeps and get as many last hits as possible. Templar Assassin, no surprise. It's going to be Swiss. He's heading to the mid lane. And he also got here 7. Playing as Bristleback. I'm not too sure if we have some serious aliases here. I'll try to sneak through the lobby list. The real identities, we have Mason, Janksa Tube, Swiss Beats, and NEODOTA on the Radiant team, and Yugi, Bloody 9, PPD, Mafis, and Jaw on your Dire. And a lot of these players like to change up their names, so apologies on that. SNA, very proficient player. Been seeing him a lot lately. Do a really swell job. He's playing the Nyx Assassin, floating around the bottom jungle right now. And finally, Hi-Fi is on your Vengeful Spirit. Looks like they're going to go for a potential aggressive bottom lane, but they already have an early scout on the Rune. For your Dire team, we got Yugi representing the Troll Warlord in your mid lane. Ja is Doom. He's already heading down by the bottom. It's going to be a 3-on-3 potential bottom Rune watch here. Clockwork, Bloody 9, top, scouting out the Rune, as well as Mafu. He's moving in. The Rune will be top. It will safely go to Bloody 9, the Clockwork, and he'll step back. Mafu, by the way, on the Crystal Maiden. And, of course, Peter Pandam on the usual Visage, a hero he plays very prominently. He's obviously an excellent support player. And with that said, the games have begun. The creeps are in the middle now. We're going to see a bit of that Templar Troll Warlord matchup. Something I see a lot in pubs and haven't seen lately in these more competitive matches. But typically, as you can see there, Swiss should be able to lay a hurtin' on the Troll throughout the game. 2 in the meantime. He's having a bit of respect here as they trade back and forth on the bottom, or on the top rather. Just kind of mailing away, maybe pecking at each other little by little, but that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. None of them can really hop on each other. I don't know if he's going to go for that early goo to slow down the Clockwork and try to chase him down, but obviously Aggression here on the bottom lane. Panda might be in a world of hurt. Peter Pan eating 2 sets of stuns. The Riptide comes in by Mason, but it's not going to be enough. Dire, they're going to go ahead and go back to a bit of a lull there. But as I was saying, is this going to force Bloody 9 to probably pick up a magic wand early in his lane, be able to get as many charges as possible from those quills. Add a little more survivability. It might be a bit of a silent top lane here, more of a mutual respect for farming each other. Swiss, though, no respect whatsoever. Already up on the Dire Hill, already laying it hard on Yugi. Yugi's pretty low as it is. He has to be a little careful here. Gets that early ring of protection for a little bit of extra mana. Or, sorry, a little bit extra armor, rather. And Ja looking to make a move into the jungle. Wants to prevent them from this extra free safe pull here that SNA is doing for his team. But a stun will lay out, and Peter Pan, once again, double stun lockdown. He's pretty far in this time. But they don't have enough to make anything happen. He'll step back. And we'll just continue to play this game of footsie here on the bottom lane. 7's pretty far up. He doesn't have any more mana to help him out with getting the quills. If Bloody 9 wants to make something happen, he will do it around this period. Otherwise, he might look to just wait it out until he is level 6. Rune Watch is your bottom rune. It's a haste rune in the bottom lane. And Yugi is going to snag it up. Secret Noob, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. Mason's been doing pretty good in the bottom lane, getting the CS. He's 7-3, not too much threat happening. Whereas someone like Ja, he's got to work for it a little bit more. He's got to be careful. You got the double stun you're going up against here, while the Dire team do have the frostbite and the slow and the big damage of the soul assumption. They got to be careful not to get locked down. But here we go, and snare flies, stun. Vengeful steps in after. They're trying to take Malphus down, but they have to work for it. It's not going to be enough, and they're going to have to step back again. That's the second time they tried to lay out some stuns, but Hi-Fi taken down. Ja laying down the scorched earth and hitting the accelerometer, making a move in and finishes off. What will be your first blood for the Dire team in your bottom lane? Good work by Ja, instantly turning it on them, laying out the right clicks, and when they try to make a run, drop the scorched earth and got him. Swiss very low in this mid lane. Took a bit of damage. Will bottle up. Yugi with the haste, trying to peck away at him. Bloody 9. Still just a lot of respect. As I said, nothing too exciting is going to happen up here. These are just two heavy, fat heroes mailing away. They know they can't really go on each other. They each have their own little shtick of getting out of a bind. So it's just kind of, we're going to take it slow for now. And maybe if we get some help from a teammate, we'll step it up a notch. But for now, we're going to just respectfully farm it up. While in the bottom lane, Mason's going a little more harder here. Try and get the last hits going. He's 14-4. Your leader right now is the Templar Assassin. Mid lane, 16-3. Swiss, he's got his bottle. Plus about 300 in the bank. Yugi trying to go to the bottom, but Radiant doing a great job scouting out ahead of time. SNA quickly picks it up, gets the invis. But he's got a ways to go before he's level 6. He's only level 3. It's a very slow-paced game. A bit of aggression here. Put out by the bottom and a little bit in the middle, but no one really able to make anything happen. Just that bit of a flub there on the Radiant side to get that. Can't get overzealous here. They're trying to take advantage of SNA's Viz, maybe land off a couple person impale, but here we go. Slow. Dire, thinking about making a move in, will pull back. More back and forth to go. Troll trying to hang in there, 17-1, matching up to Templars, 22-3. A little behind, but nothing too significant. This game is going to turn it up to 11, I'm sure, when it gets to mid-game, when things get really hairy. You're going to have to consider that Clockwork really gets to be in the game. But meanwhile, bottom lane, slows laid out by Grave Chill and the Crystal Main. They're doing heavy damage. They finish out him with the Soul Assumption. Mason falls. That's not good. Now SNA forced to run back. Scorched Earth, the move speed, doing a bit extra damage. They have to pull out the Magic Missile to slow down Ja, and Ja kind of hungry. He wants a little bit more. Now he'll step back. They're thinking they might be able to catch up SNA. Oh, are we going to get a Soul Assumption? We will not. And now he's trying to man fight here on Hi-Fi. SNA has to be careful. If he steps in, they see him. It's going to be bad, but Vengeful will fall. Ja just going man mode here. Impale will fly on 2. Riptide by Mason. If he falls again, this is going to be bad. Takes a couple of hits, and finally they need a little more help here. But it's a long TP. Hi-Fi shows up, lays out the wave of terror, but the Dire team are going to make a run for it. They're taking the creeps with them. There we go. From downtown, the ensnare. There's the stun. They want to take a bit of redemption here. One more auto attack will do it as Hi-Fi finishes off
Radiant's bottom
Visage.
tower is under attack.
Bit of back and forth we go. Dire just getting the upper hand. And meanwhile, your top lane, what I thought would be that quiet lane, Bristleback, finally managed to take up the Clockwork. What looked like a close fight. Troll tried to show up and throw out a tomahawk. Will not catch him, though. 2 for 3. Dire leading the lane. Finally getting something done in the bottom lane. Playing nice and aggressive. They feel very confident. Radiant team might have the disables, but it's not going to be enough. Now Mason in trouble again. No one nearby to help him out. Gonna have to sit there and take it as he's ripped apart. Mason's so unhappy, trying to all chat it out before he's taken down. 2 and 4 now. Dire really getting ahead in this. By the time these guys man up and get a lot more levels, and they're not going to have to worry about this Bristleback trying to get a little more fat in this top lane. Swift making the maneuvers from the mid lane. He's heading to the bottom. He wants to help out his Radiant team, which are getting caught off right now, trying to pull the creeps. Wave of Terror will fly. Jaw makes a move in. He pulls the Magic Missile. Impale 1. They're trying to run to the back and get the weaker Maphis. Crystal Maiden eating a lot of damage from Swiss. One more attack will take her out. He gets it. Meanwhile, Doom trying to make a run to the west. Expect him to cut up. He will. Impale will fly, though, followed by another stun. And they get a little more revenge as they take out 2, making it a nice even 4 versus 4. Good rotation by Swiss to finally help out his team on the bottom lane. They make good work as now Bloody 9, level 6. Shows up to the bottom lane. He's ready to use it. He wants to make the hook shot happen. He's coming from the... Oh, here we go. He wants to find the right angle. Will he get it? He's got it! Hook shot flies. There goes the wall. He's trying to prolong with the song, trying to make a run, but the creeps are slowing him down. Battery Assault hits him a little bit. He might be able to get away from this. Rocket is up, but it's only level 1, and good call by Mason to drop the song to get out of that situation. Swiss trying to make a move on Yugi. Low mana now. Yugi flirting. Back and forth. Bit of damage there by the tower. Has to be careful. The slow will be dropped to slow him down. Bloody 9 making rotations to the mid. He's got a little more time before he even has that hook shot available, but expect him to roam around and really hide in the dark and make the Radiant team feel a little nervous about being overconfident in the lane. They have to worry about this Clockwork now coming in from the outskirts. Bristleback don't mind. He's farming up pretty hard. He's going to go for the urn early, not the Vanguard just yet. I like this decision.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's especially useful to use maybe if Naga's trying to use a defensive song, and then you can quickly earn yourself or a teammate up before the fight begins once again. Here we go. Hi-Fi making a move in. He's not 6 just yet. Has 4. Throws out the Magic Missile plus the Terror. Dire. They might get baited into a fight they don't want to take here. And they back up. They know that they're feeling a little far ahead. They can't get a little overzealous, but they actually pop out the smoke. Are they going to make a big rotation here? And come in from behind? I don't think they see him. No ping out. Radiant have to be careful here. They spot him out. Grave Chill, couple of stuns to fly from the Radiant team as they make a run, but the Soul Sumption, huge damage. Jod trying to make... Oh, does not catch him. Hi-Fi around the tree. Now Swiss runs back Doom, but they want to get the weaker Crystal Maiden. Quickly pick her off. Oh, he's got a TP away. Will the Impale fly and land? It does! Grabs the Visage Peter Pan. Taken down as Swiss completes it with a double kill. Now Jaw on the side. He's going to get scouted out, but you can't stop him from that one as he makes his escape. Meanwhile, Bloody 9 back in the top lane, continuing to farm up a bit. Wants to feel a little more safe. He decides to make a jump in with his hook shot. Doesn't want to be ripped apart too easily by the heavy damage that Templar is going to be able to lay out here. He's got 1.1k in the bank. He's a couple of kills now. Sitting pretty good here. Meanwhile, Bristol's going to shoot on ahead. He's going to try to draw in as much attention as possible, allowing his team to push down this tier 1 and take another tower. But Dive showed up. They're going to push back the Radiant team. They look like they're going to disperse here. Possibly Swiss. Head back to that mid lane where Yugi's been waiting. Quietly farming away in the mid. He's got those phase boots. He's got that regen bottled up, ready to go. And Labassi, we'll see if he decides to turn that over into a drums. A little more survivability. Doesn't hurt. Plus the extra mobility of Troll. Bit of a calm here, but they do
Radiant's
pop a
middle
smoke.
tower is under attack.
They're going to make a move through the jungle here. Templar has to be careful. They have the ward, they have the vision. But they're going to cut straight across here. They're going to catch Bristle. Hook shot will miss! The 7 cuts up to the north, and they avoid it. Now they're going to be forced to step back. Radiant will disperse, and this will unfortunately not matter. Oh no, Swiss hanging around here. Has to be careful. Doom will fly. It's on Swiss. Now they're forced to man fight. Here comes the rest of the Dire team. She's going to be run, and it's not going to be enough. That was a bad choice by Swiss to hang out there. It should have been pinged out that there was action happening right here when the Bristle was almost jumped on, but
Tower is under attack.
he hangs around, is caught out, and he feeds away that kill. And meanwhile, Yugi in your top lane farming away on this tier 1, but we're getting a rotation here by the Dire team. There goes SNA. He will whiff on the Impale. Now Mason, under the gun in the mid lane, forced to pull the sleep and retreat. Mason's been slowly farming. He's going Ring of Health. It's tough to say what that's going to be at this point. I mean, he's going to go into a Lincoln's, or he's going to go into more tank for added durability of those illusions with the Vanguard. I would have to say the Lincoln's more so, but he's got a lot more work to do, and it's definitely going to be a lot later than you typically like for your Lincoln Sphere. And he doesn't really have much else to show for it, so Mason's been having a hard time here. The Miracle Dota is not in this game. Not yet, at least. We'll see if he can turn it around. Yugi playing with Aviz in mid lane. But the Radiant are all here as well. They're going to have to be careful. Bloody Nine has the hook shot ready to go. And Vengeful still trying to get that level 6. Needs one more creep to make it happen. This could be pretty significant for the Radiant team to get an initiate of their own. And obviously she's holding some money, probably looking to build into a push stick. Dire in the meantime, they're going towards Roshan here. Roshan already below half-life. Radiant team, they have an idea of it. They saw them make the run here from the ward. The Wave of Terror will fly. Are they going to retreat? No, they're going to commit for this one. Bloody Nine secures it by laying down the wall. They're not going to be able to stop this. They're going to get it. They're going to grab it. They're going to give it over to the Troll Warlord. It's going to take the Aegis here. Now, the Dire team potentially looking to make a push down the mid lane. They have Bloody Nine and his hook shot ready. If they can catch someone off here, they might be able to take this one all the way to the base. And meanwhile, Mason's continuing to farm it up. He's going top. He's got the Perseverance completed. It is indeed going to be a Lincoln Sphere build-up for the Naga. She's still pretty weak, unable to contribute much. Doesn't even have Song in case they get really aggressive in the mid lane, so this is going to be disastrous. I don't think they're going to be able to hold this tier 2. It will fall. Troll laying out the ultimate as it's beginning to pelt away. Bristle trying to step in.
Structures are fortified.
And so far this has been the problem. Bristle's someone you want them to fight into. You want them to force the fight on Bristle, but right now Dire's just setting the pace, but just like that, Vengeful makes a swap in. The Doom will fly on Bristle. He's forced to retreat there. Freezing Field will fly, gets a few of them. They take out Vengeful, quickly buys back. Now Swiss on the run, trying to juke back. Get into the base. He's going to get locked down by the Familiars and taken apart. Good job by the Visage there. Now Yugi taking a lot of damage, stunned up. The tower will take him down. The Aegis will pop. Now Hi-Fi trying to distract them. Meanwhile, the tier 2 still there. Getting a little overconfident. They finally finish it off. Will they commit and stay, or are they going to step back here? Yugi seems a little bloodthirsty. As they run towards Hi-Fi. He's about to have swap again. They might take advantage of this. Yugi has to get back. Don't hang around here. Wave of Terror will fly. And now he's going to run Mason. If he would have showed up, he would have got the ensnare off. They would have got him with a swap as well. And it could have been the end. But Dire managed to capitalize on that situation. They get the tier 2. And a quick pickoff. Next Assassin now level 6 as well. Happy to have his Vendetta. Able to scout things out, but as I said, the Dire team's been setting the pace for them for the whole game so far. They've been making the movements happen. They've been getting the initiates. That was the first time we saw Vengeful Spirit be able to initiate with her swap, be able to make something happen. Now they have Vendetta. They want to try to find some pickoffs, but the Dire team has been playing very, cautious and careful. Crystal Maiden, no minus for her. Nothing like that just yet. Does have the Bracer. Anything is better than nothing. And of course, Bloody Nine manages to get into his phase boots, almost 1k. We'll see if he decides to throw that into an investment of a Force Staff. Oh, a bit of aggression here. Who is getting caught out here in the jungle? It's Mason. Mason making a run through the Dire jungle and gets caught out easily by Bloody Nine and company. Wasn't even expecting that. Didn't even catch it with the camera. That was unfortunate. And a very frustrated Mason has to now sit and count the minutes till he's back into the game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sarah and Swiss making a move. They're going to catch up the Crystal Maiden. They'll take her quick. Burst her down right away now. Vengeful. Or sorry, the Visage rather shows up to avenge his friend Peter. Lays out the Soul Assumption. Big damage now. Yugi, the Troll Man, running in. The song is a little too late to help his comrade, but they're going to try to get out of here. Nice stun lock by the Familiar to slow him down. Will it be enough? It will not. But Dire, happy to take down the Templar. Pretty much the only real threat right now on your Radiant team. Bristleback may be fat, he may be spiky, but with only a set of drums, he ain't a big problem. For Daddy Doom over here, he's got a Mechanism and Shadow Blade. Big money in the bank, the big Doom ready to go. It's safe to say that the Dire are snowballing in this one a little bit. They got well almost into 7k gold lead. The Radiant are going to need to make something happen as they take a couple more towers and continue to push their way now through the top lane. Tomahawks fly, they're bursting down the creeps as fast as possible. Familiars either going down, they want fresh Familiars here to try to take out this tower. Bristle steps in, trying to lay out some early quills and goo on Yugi. Yugi's got to be careful, a lot of minus armor here, and he's ripped apart. 308 gold in the pocket of SNA with the assist of Bristleback. Continuing to run in, the goo will land. This is going to be it for Visage. That one goo is more than enough to really shut him down, but rotations to be had. Here comes Yugi, back from the dead. Steps in, throws out some whirling axes, trying to go to town on Swiss. Takes her down now, makes the turn on 7. 7! Ripped apart here, even from the backside. I don't even care. Yugi going to town. One more attack will do it, and the manness of Yugi coming out. Old Spice. Very nice. Good buyback, managing to take down two of the Radiant team, getting a little over-aggressive. Mason trying to make something happen for himself at all. Continues to farm away in his jungle, but has to be careful. The Dire, they got the Bloodhounds out, and they're hunting through the jungle. Josh smells himself a little tuna around the corner. He sees Mason. Come here, Mason. Plops out the Doom. He wants it. I'm ready for some salmon. Doom making a run, trying to catch up right here. Nowhere to go to. Oh, Mason just trying to blitz. He's trying to blitz for the shop. He wants the TP scroll. He wants the safe area to TP too. Hiding, juking, back and forth, trying to find a spot right here. Crystal Maiden shows up. Now Visage, a little too long of a chase. Reinforcements have come, and Mason, you may have sweated on your adventure there, but you will end up dying, taken out. Meanwhile, top lane, Yugi caught out by SNA, but he doesn't have enough to burst down the Troll Warlord now with the Yasha. Oh no, Redemption as Clockwork jumps right in on SNA. SNA in a bit of a frenzy here, trying to get out, will be taken apart here. As Bloody Nine does a good job making the rotation and the hook shot, catching off the Nyx Assassin on the run. Unfortunately, Bristleback unable to contribute too much just yet. He's trying to take up for something they don't have. In mid lane, Yugi is already getting the momentum going for this late game. He's got that Yasha ready to go. We'll see if he goes Sage and Yasha or maybe that Manta, but he's happy. He's inherited a lot of extra gold here from his team, doing good jobs with the rotation, catching out the Radiant team. They're controlling the jungle. Ever since they got this tier 1 in the bottom lane, they've been able to scout out the jungle, lay some aggressive wards. They already have a sentry here right now. They're going to go ahead. They're going to rip apart that tier 2. They were extra cautious. They didn't even want to allow the opportunity for SNA to get in there with the Vendetta and make something happen for his team. They can't even get something going for the Radiant right now. They're getting caught off. Mason is trying to get some farm going, but they are doing such a good job going at him, forcing him to play defensively, step back, and we still only have a Perseverance. He just keeps falling short of where he wants to be as a Naga Siren, and it's like, we're going to have to invest at least another 15 minutes if we even want to be a factor in this game right now. Templar Assassin, no damage for her either, but has the Blink Dagger. Blinks in on John. They managed to rip him apart real nice and quick. That Riptide and the Impale and the 3-man takedown of Doom is pretty nice. Dire have to be careful here. They can't feel too confident. They can't just be on their own. They can't allow the Radiant team to get that little bit of hope to get back in it. They're trying to take this tier 1. They want a little map control now. They want to get back in this game. They're hungry right now.
Bloody Nine's hungry for creeps, though, in the farm. In the jungle. He's going to go for Agnum Scepter. He wants that power of the hook shot.
Dire's top tower
As much as possible. Roche respawn, as you can see, will be in about a 1 minute 30. And Yugi, in the meantime, kind of splitting his way down the bottom lane. Already, the bottom lane in the base. Radiant are not even anywhere to be had. Yugi knows that they're in the top jungle. He's going to go ahead and continue to push this. It's going to force the Radiants to pull back. Let's see if they do. Vengeful, no TP. TP on Bristleback. TP there. They're going to all rotate down. They're going for Yugi. Impale will not land. And it'll force him back. It will force them out of the Dire jungle, and it will allow the Dire team to continue to farm things up. Now that TPs have been blown, the Radiant are now constricted back into their base and have to slowly weasel themselves back out again. Dire just doing such a great job controlling the map, controlling the pace of the game pretty much since minute 1. As they farm things up, Peter's been doing a great job with familiars. No surprises there. Pretty proficient Visage player. John, in the meantime, he's on a wave. He's riding the wave right into the late game here. He's getting good farm opportunities. They're getting good pickoffs. Bloody Nine now. Agnum Scepter completed. We're going to go ahead and look over the goal graph. You can see it's pretty significant here for the Dire team. About 9k in their favor. XP. A little closer for the Radiant, but not as much. Hi-Fi, got to be careful here. They scout things out. They put down the ward. They want to see what the Dire are doing. They see him. They're running through the jungle. They're going to have to be careful. But Dire might be caught out here. SNA jumps in with the Vendetta. The calm before the storm as Bloody Nine's ripped apart. Peter Pan tries to step back. Won't be able to. Help out Crystal Maiden as she's taken apart. Now Doom flies on Swiss. He's going to be handicapped here as Yugi's trying to make a run through. Slowed down by the goo, though. SNA forced to step back. So much damage, though, as they shut him down. It's a 2 for 2 as Bristleback is going to be forced to run. Soul Assumption flies. He's pretty meaty, but it's not going to be enough as Yugi runs in. He's got that DD, and he's laying down or hurting. They rip him apart, making it a 3 for 2 trade. 12-17 for the Dire now, as they're going to go ahead and make a commitment to this bottom lane. Step it into the Radiant base, yelling out the ultimate, throwing it down on the tier 3. It's going to fly apart like nothing. And they might lose a Rax here. Ja going to lay down the Scorched Earth now. There we go. He drops it. Swiss forced to step back. Wasn't able to contribute much in the last fight. Thank you very much, Doom. Hi-Fi trying to slow him down, holding on to that swap. Maybe wants to catch one of them on the way out of the base. We'll see. Pushes in. Swap will fly. They're going to go ahead and take out Yugi. Nice grab. They get a little bit of extra bounty there. 603 gold. They want to make him pay for the Rax. And they only managed to snag Yugi as the rest of the Dire team make their escape. But good work. They managed to get not only a tier 3, a Rax in exchange for 3 hero kills. Only losing 2 on the way. So, and back down the gold graph goes. Over 10k here. Ja looking to build into that Assault Kyrios to defend from all that minus armor the Radiant team are bringing. I like this choice. It's very, just a very nice standard counter right there. Crystal Maiden, look at that. Ogre Club. We're going to see an early BKB pickup by Crystal Maiden. She wants to be able to get in that fight and drop that freezing field and be a big factor of the game. No real surprises there. Maybe also wants to make something happen in case Naga lays out the song. But we'll see what happens with that. Ja pops. Oh no, Swiss in trouble. He's got the Doom. He drops it on Swiss. Swiss forced to make a retreat, but the Frostbite's going to hold him there. One mortal attack will do it, and they get it. Doom doing good work with the Shadow Blade. They take out Swiss, and now Dire could do what they want. They're thinking about making a move on Roche. No threat there by the Radiant team. He does have the buyback. He'll have to do it now if they want to contest this, but I don't think they're gonna. I think they're going to have to let it fall, and the Radiant team are going to have to try to get what farm they can and really try to hold the hill. Push stick picked up by the Nyx Assassin to help out against that Clockwork.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
And they managed to rip him apart. No problems. They hand over the Aegis to Yugi. Yugi has his eyes set on the mid lane. They're going to make a move in here. 7 in the meantime, top. He has a TP to get back to base if needed. But not much else to his name. 2.7k. He's going to hold some of it, though, for a buyback in case this fight goes south for him. SNA is going to try to lay out a ward here. Gets the sentry. They do see it, but Yugi already catches him out. He wants to make a run. Lays out the tomahawks. Will force SNA to pull the trigger on the Vendetta. All the Dire have to do now is lay out a couple of sentries to spot him out from coming in. That's why they took on Roach so quick. Visage did get the medallion, obviously, already. Looking to build into that scepter. But Dire now looking to take the hill. They don't have a sentry to throw down to catch out this Vendetta. Nyx Assassin, he's saving it. So they have to know that he wants to use it. And I guess they're not too scared, though. Manta completed on Yugi. Laying out the damage, laying out the hurt, and High Fight waiting for the right chance to maybe do a swap. Lays out a stun for now. Bristleback gonna have to step back into the base there. Oh, here we go. Bloody Nine shoots in, tries to step back, pops the wall to keep away from the tower. They take apart the VS rather quickly. SNA forced to push himself out, but Mason has to pop the song. No BKP yet for the Dire team, but John managed to sneak his way out of the range, steps back, makes a move in, wants to take SNA and does it. Killing spree for John. Bristleback trying to hold us out, laying out the quails. Yugi trying to go to town here on Bristle. Might force him to step back. Good BKB pop. Oh no. If he's picked off here, he can't bite back, but he will manage to make it into the base. Meanwhile, the rest of the Dire team laying heavy damage here with the help of Troll's ultimate. Get the racks in the middle. That's 2 lanes now, shut down for the Dire. Swish shows up, he's trying to lay out some heavy damage on Jaw, but Jaw's able to get away. The slow from Crystal Maiden to assist. Crystal Maiden, however, laying a lot of damage here. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, they turn it back. They manage to take out the the Vengeful Spirit, rather. Woo. Push in by Bristle, he gets away. Yugi trying to overcommit here. SNA lays out Vendetta. Impale will land. A goo, and the Aegis will pop, but he also has 2k, or 2.8k rather. Wow. Buyback is available if necessary, but Dire just pretty much have taken control of this game and really running away with it. Yugi trying to lay down the law here on Swiss. Pellet extra, a little extra damage there in the shrine. Get a swap back in the tower. Why not, right? Swap back, but it's too low. Hi-Fi only level 1 swap, unable to make something big happen. Yugi now goes to town. They rip apart Swiss, and that's got to be it. That should be your GG there. SNA calls it out. I would not be surprised if that's the beginning of the end. I want to thank you very much here for tuning in. This is Kotlguy casting over here at twitch.tv/NEODOTA. I'm going to go ahead and jump out of this game, and then, you can catch me going to the next one.
New game hosted.
I'm going to go ahead and restart the stream, so that way I can archive this VOD for myself. So take a moment there, enjoy the commercial. We'll be right back.